To my little bud. You have made my life such an experience I will never forget. You have touched so many people's hearts. You have no idea what a great little guy you are. You may not understand it now, but Tyler, you have educated a lot of people about AIDS, and that's a big step for a little boy. Tyler, when you do finally have to leave me, I want you to know I love you with all my heart, and that you'll always be my little bud. I love you. Stephanie.
5-year-old Tyler can't write yet, but signed his name to something he told his mother when he was 2.5 years old. When I get really tired, then I'll go to live with Jesus. But I'm not tired yet. Larry Brown was diagnosed with AIDS this spring. He lives with his wife and 2 children.
I found out about my dad having AIDS when he was in the hospital. It scared me at first, but now I understand a little bit better.
Larry and I celebrated our 8th wedding anniversary when he was in the hospital, 2 days after he was diagnosed with AIDS. I hope that if anything good can come of this, it will be in helping other people deal with AIDS openly and honestly. There should be no shame or fear.
In place of setting long-term plans and goals, we think in terms of weeks and months. I look at the time that I have left with absolute appreciation. I am extremely fortunate to have the love and support of those that matter the most.
My name is Victoria. I am 7 years old. My daddy was in the hospital. When I found out he has AIDS, I felt sad. My daddy is handsome and he makes me laugh when he tickles me. We eat chili cheese dogs together.
Randy Gray died of AIDS just a couple of months ago. He is remembered by his mother, sister, and brother.
When he was born, we were the happiest of parents, knowing he was part of the 2 of us. Our own child, a son whom we were so proud of. What a wonderful thing to happen, coming into our lives and making our joy complete.
My oldest brother, Randall, died of AIDS, causes related to AIDS. For me, the experience of watching my brother die has changed my life forever. To say it is one of the hardest things I've gone through is an understatement, but it has also made me aware of how much I loved him.
For me, for my family, having walked with him through death, we know that we will walk with him one day in life, a life which will never end, and where all our tears will be wiped away.
The mother of this 5-month-old baby was exposed to AIDS 5 years ago by her fiancé. Unknown to her, he was using drugs.
The guilt is the hardest thing to deal with. If I had known I was HIV positive or even been exposed, I would have never have had a baby. We don't know what will happen, but for now he is developing normally. I still have a lot of hope, and we pray every day that he will be content and comfortable.
I think historically, artists are generally kind of on the cutting edge, and I would hope, although not always, are in some type of position of educating society.
John Schaefer pieced together home videos shot by people with AIDS. He hopes the video will help people see those with AIDS as individuals, not just a faceless group.
For a long time they told us that it was a death sentence, that we didn't have a chance. But I'm here to tell you that we do.
When people are one-to-one with each other as individuals, I think that people tend to be very compassionate. The problem is that most of us look at AIDS from a distance.
Still photographer Cheri Pifke's work is anything but distant.
And this is Stephen, Elizabeth, kissing their brother goodbye, Randy. This is one of the last days that he was actually conscious and responding. This is Stephen, and at this particular moment, he's just clutching himself and going, my brother is dying. And just the realization of hearing himself say those words was a really strong moment for him and for me.
Each of the groups of photos will be accompanied with a statement, either by or about the person with AIDS.
And his mom told me that when he was 2.5, he said to her, when I get really tired, I'm going to go and be with Jesus, but I'm not tired yet. So we had his older brother write that out, print that out, and then Tyler, who just learned to write his name, signed it. This is Georgiana, who is, well, her previous history is quite colorful. She was involved in a motorcycle woman with the Hells Angels and everything. I just wanted to bring that message home that AIDS is happening in Utah, and that these are people that need love and support and acceptance in the workplace, the church, their neighborhood. It's really helped me to understand people that you think are different from yourself at first, but then when you really get to know them, you see that the rock bottom thing that these people are concerned about is having fun, loving, being loved, and we're all really about the same thing.
Alexis Fernandez, KUTV News, Salt Lake City.